Alright guys, this is Fledgling Gamer here. I have a replay, and mind you, this is the fusion deck that I was showing off. Just one replay though. The other one I couldn't save because it was disconnected at the end. But this is actually a deck that I did not create. It's a deck that Playmaker Duel Links created, and I'll leave a description, or I'll leave a link to the video in the description. Yeah. I was told that this is a questionable thing to put in, but I'll show you why I put it in this replay. You'll understand because the second effect is really why I use it in the first place. Anyways, let's go to dual replays. Unfortunately, he scooped at the end, he surrendered, which is very, very irritating. So, you know, I really just wanted that victory. Knight Rogue. This was a fun duel. It really was. The duel I had right before this, I lost, but I still had fun dueling with that duel too. But the only reason I lost is because he used an econ take. And he goes ahead and restarts, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do that too. Because I started off with 2 polymerizations, and with this deck, you don't really want to start with polymerizations. You want to start with the Factory or the Planet Pathfinder. But I draw the Factory, and I use King of the Swamp to get Fusion Substitute, and then I use Fusion Recycling Plant to get Fusion Substitute into the grave, and then I activate, I summon Draco, I activate Polymerization, and I get out the Panzer Dragon. That's right, that card that you think might have been useless was not useless. I pull out my Draco because the other card I really don't need. Like, there's no other card in my deck that can use it. Anyways, I do have Windstorm down, so it's going to save some of my life points. He is going to get the Dakini off, and unfortunately, I didn't realize he was playing Cyber Angels because he just ended his turn. He didn't show anything. So unfortunately, Panzer Dragon's effect cannot activate, so I just go ahead and Windstorm right here because I'm going to have to use it eventually anyway, and now's kind of the best time. So he pulls up his Dakini, you know, just in case he had, like, anti-magic arrows. He goes ahead and pulls up his Dakini, and I draw the perfect card for this. I activate this card's effect, which allows me to put the Panzer Dragon back into my extra deck and then draw a card. Also, because it's treated as polymerization, I can search it out with King of the Swamp, and I can search it out with Fusion Recycling Plant. So it's actually a really good card because it gives you an extra draw, and an extra card in your hand is golden. It really is golden. So I go ahead and attack his Dakini, he protects it, and I get my Buster Blader back because of Fusion Recycling Plant. So this recycling thing is saving my butt. He goes ahead and activates trying to ritual summon. I'm like, no. And he's like, that's alright, I got so many ritual cards, I can use it again. And I'm just like, no. And he's like, damn you and your logic, dank paladin. And he did just make me stronger, brought me up to a 4400. I should have probably put Draco in defense position because he activated this, or he did that. But I was going to negate that no matter what because he could have used it to summon another Dakini and then attacked. And that pretty much would have been game, but I negated it, and then he was like, I can't do anything, I'm going to lose next turn. I'm just going to surrender now. And it's like, come on, man, I'm trying to make a video here, jerk. Anyways, that was the duel. That card that I heard was a strange choice actually came in handy. But one of the things I'm going to show you about this deck that I did change, and it's only because I do not have DNA Surgery. But DNA Surgery is a brilliant addition to this deck. And let me explain why. First, it was Windstorm. I replaced DNA Surgery with Windstorm because Windstorm's easier to get because you get it at like level 15 or something like that. And DNA Surgery you get at level 40 on Weevil. Anyways, this card right here, Buster Blader the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman. All dragon type monsters are forced to be in defense position. Dragon type monsters your opponent controls are forced to be in defense position. He gains 1,000 attack per monster, per dragon monster on your opponent's side of the field or in your opponent's graveyard. Now let that sink in really quick. So he does all that, and he does piercing damage. So, in other words, if you activate DNA Surgery, just pretend that's DNA Surgery, and you have him on the field and you select Dragon, all Dragon type monsters that your opponent controls, which is all monsters they have on the field or will ever get on the field as long as DNA Surgery is out, are forced to be in defense position. Your opponent can no longer attack. It's over. The duel is over at that point, because as long as you have that card, your opponent can't do anything. So anyways, you also have piercing damage. You can easily get over 4,000 attack. Easily. So, and not to mention that the only thing you need is a Buster Blader and a goddamn Pokey Draco, which is super easy because you could just normal summon Pokey Draco, get another one to your hand, and use the one that's on the field to get your Destructor. So I didn't even think about DNA Surgery because I don't have it. Let's go ahead and take a look, because it is a level 40 Weevil level up reward. And I don't like playing Weevil. His burn deck is okay, but it's really just annoying, and sometimes it wins. That's it. Card catalog. Traps. That's just a continuous trap. There. Sort by rarity. Oh, before I go any further, my next video is probably going to be on the Amazon S deck. Where is it? DNA Surgery. It's one that I don't have, so it's right here. Activate this card by declaring one monster type. All face-up monsters on the field become that type. This includes any monster that your opponent summons after this is already up. So they summon a monster, automatically goes to defense position. That's it. The only thing that can stop this is Dakini, and he would have to have, you would have to have only one monster on the field, and then he summons Dakini and it's over. Or I guess a tribute to the Doom or something like that. Anyways, I'm going to cut the video here. This is a fun deck. I'm going to continue using it until I have better replays, but that was the good replay that I had for now.